Shalom YouTube, this is your Ark. Yah is magnified, coming back with another video. This video is titled Bind the Agent. So with that being said, let's get to it. Okay guys, we all know that child support triggers by getting into the contracts and everything else. Forcing us to sign for a contract and basically, enforcing that false signature or that unenforceable contract on us, even though it's a void contract from the beginning. So I just have a little information I want to share with you guys out of one of the books I was reading, just to give you guys more understanding, like I always do. Stand to the topic, stand straight to the facts, because you win when the facts is on your side. So stick to the facts that's on your side, okay? But the guys I'm working with, they basically know this information, but it's gonna be more informative for them too, so they can understand and get better understanding of what's going on. Okay guys, so let's go to implications of an invalid contract. It says, while the law will sometimes create a quasi-contractual obligation on the part of a person who has received a benefit under a void contract to make compensation to the other party. That's what child support is. It's a void contract, but basically they're enforcing it for the other party, which is the child's mom, you see, and for the state. They really in it for the benefit of the state, but that's their quasi-contract. But let's continue. Yet it will not imply, as a matter of fact, a contract which the parties themselves cannot make without a writing. Okay guys, so like I said, you got in this situation by paper, you can get out of it by paper, so let's continue. It says agency. It says either party may enter into a contract through the instrumentality of another having power to act for him and call his agent. Okay guys. So it says either party may enter into a contract through instrumentality. Not just one party, but both parties. You see? So if they can bind you to a contract, then you can also bind them to your contract. Okay guys? Like I stated before, the best way to get out of one contract is to usher in a new one. But let's continue. It says, in general, while the agreement of the parties must be expressed to one another, yet they need not to be face to face at the time. They may communicate by the conduct as well as by words, and when words are employed, the agreement may be communicated either by post or telegraph, or by messenger or agent. An agent is a person entrusted with a certain amount of discretion to act in behalf of another, who is termed the principal. So again guys, this video is titled Bind the Agent. So the agent acts for the principal. Okay, so we know you're not going to be able to get the child support agency to do anything, but you can bind that agent to make him void the contract for the agency. Okay, you can always bind an agent. But let's continue. The giving of this authority on the one hand and its acceptance on the other hand constitutes a special contract. Let me get that out of the way. Resulting in mutual rights and duties between the principal and the agent, to treat of which is beyond the scope of the present work. Right? Then it says, we are now concerned with agents only as being for the purpose of all contracts alike. Okay? So it's the agent that really with the contracts for the principal, which is the agency. But let's continue. Capable of giving binding expressions to the will of their principal. Either party to a contract may be represented by an agent as a role, and each is bound by his agent's acts, if what the agent does is within the limits of the apparent authority conferred upon him. Okay guys? But we're going to go down to this case law and give you guys some more understanding. But here it is right here. It says creation of an agency. Agencies may arise either ex contractu or quasi ex contractu, An agent may, in general, be appointed with any. Well, there's more on the other side, but this is what I wanted to show you guys. Let's scroll all the way up. It says Holland Jurish 239. If an offerer acts by agent, the communication of acceptance to the agent completes a contract. You see that, guys? So just by communicating with the agent, you guys can complete a contract. Like I said, because both parties have the authority to bind one another to a contract. Both sides, not just the agency. You can also bind the agency how they try to bind you. Okay, guys? So let's continue. Though the agent fails to notify his principal of the acceptance. You see, guys? So even if the agent fails to tell his manager or boss or whoever you want to tell, for the principal, what he got himself into, you see, he is now buying that agency to whatever you want to bind them to if you do it correctly. But let's finish. It says agencies is a legal relationship founded upon the express or implied contract of the parties or created by law, by virtue of which one party, the agent, is employed and authorized to represent and act for the other, the principal, in business dealings with the third person. The distinguishing features of the agent are his representative character and his derivative authority. You see, guys? So again, it's the offer. You see that these guys send you. They send you an offer. It's on you to accept the offer or reject the offer. You see? But either way, by you not responding back to that offer, as I stated before, will bind you guys to their contract, and vice versa. You see? You guys can do them the same way they do you. So this is just a quick little lesson I wanted to do for all to see, give guys more understanding. I hope this helped y'all out a lot. Like I stated before, continue to fight, continue to read, learn, study. Don't give up. Like I said, we all can do it. Just learn the rules to the game. Once you learn the rules to the game, you guys will be able to play it and play it well. So with that being said, shalom, YouTube.